What's the most heartbreaking thing you've heard about yourself? Last month, I found a velvet ring box in Jake's sock drawer while putting away laundry. We'd been together 4 years. I'd been dropping hints about marriage for months, tagging rings on Pinterest, pointing out proposals in movies, saying things like, if you were going to propose, I'd want it to be a surprise. And there it was, velvet, hidden, perfect. I didn't open it. I wanted the moment to be real. That night, I washed my hair, painted my nails, and even practiced my surprised face in the mirror. I was buzzing. 3 days later, Jake's college friends came to town, their annual reunion. A bunch of guys drinking beers in our living room while I prepped appetizers in the kitchen. I was about to walk in with the tray when I heard it. So, when are you finally gonna propose to Megan? I froze. Jake laughed, a little tipsy. Actually, I bought a ring last month. My heart nearly exploded. But, he said, I'm having second thoughts. I stood in the doorway, out of sight, barely breathing. Megan's great on paper, he said. Stable job, wants kids. My parents love her, but I don't know. There's something missing. What do you mean? One of his friends asked. When we first met, I was still getting over Alexis, he said. Megan was safe, comfortable, but lately, I've been wondering if I'm just settling. There was a pause. Dude, someone said. That's cold, Jake sighed. I know, but I'm almost 30. Everyone's expecting me to settle down. Sometimes I think maybe passion is overrated, you know? Megan's dependable. She'd make a good mom. The tray crashed to the floor. Chips, cheese, everything, everywhere. Silence. 4 guys turned toward the kitchen. Jake's face drained of color. Megan, I held up my hand. Don't. His friends awkwardly made their exits, leaving just us, and the sound of my heart pounding in my ears. How much did you hear? He asked. Enough to know I'm your backup plan, I said. Your safe choice. You're good on paper. That's not what I meant, he stammered. We were just talking, you know how guys are. Stop. I walked to the bedroom, pulled the ring box from his drawer, and set it on the coffee table between us. I found this last week, I said. I was so excited I bought a new dress. Jake reached for my hand. Meg, please. I love you. I do. I stepped back. But you're not in love with me, and I deserve better than being someone's consolation prize. That night, I packed a suitcase and stayed with my best friend. Jake called, texted, apologized, said he made a terrible mistake. 2 weeks later, I went back while he was at work to pack the rest. Left my key on the counter, left a letter explaining that I wasn't angry. I was just done settling for someone who thought I was a safe option. A month passed. Then one rainy night, Jake showed up at my office as I was leaving. 5 minutes, he said, soaked and desperate. Against my better judgment, I agreed to coffee. He slid an envelope across the table. Inside was the receipt for the returned ring and a confirmation for a therapy appointment. I was wrong, he said. I was scared. I convinced myself something was missing, but it wasn't you. It was me. I was repeating my dad's mistake. He always told me he settled for my mom, and I guess I internalized that. I was sabotaging something good before I had the chance to lose it. I stared at him for a long time, felt a flicker of sympathy. Then I remembered those words. Safe, comfortable, settling. I'm glad you're getting help, Jake, I said, standing. But you were right. Something was missing. It was respect. As I turned to leave, he called after me. I made the biggest mistake of my life, didn't I? I looked back once. No, Jake. Your biggest mistake was thinking I'd never find out how little you thought of me. 6 months later, I transferred to our company's London office. New city, new job, new life. Last week, I got a wedding invitation in the mail. Jake's marrying his high school sweetheart, Alexis. I sent a nice gift and a card that said, thank you for breaking my heart before I broke mine. Now I'm dating a British architect who introduces me as the woman who made me believe in love at first sight.